Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight I'm here to talk to you for a few minutes about oversharing online. This came to my mind because of the Okbaby situation. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys. So I've talked for ages about privacy online, oversharing, going real life. Like these are things that as a commentary channel, I do talk about quite often. But when the Okbaby breakup was announced a couple weeks ago, it really just brought everything home for me. And that's what I want to talk about tonight. So if you guys are not familiar with Okbaby, the parents are Oscar and Kyra. They have 1.5 million subscribers here on YouTube, and they have 4 cute little kids, and they're family vloggers. And I would consider them more on the family vlogging side. I'm trying to do a better idea of, in a recent video, I talked about this gray area. But on each side, I think that you have kind of influencers where 20 to 30% of their channel might be you see their kid once in a while. And then you have family vloggers where anywhere from 85 to 100% of their content features their kids. And I would consider Okbaby more on the family vlogger side. Their kids are very consistently in all of their vlogs, like they're all over the channel, and they have become very successful by following this kind of blueprint of doing vlogging, incorporating kids. They recently just announced that they are breaking up, and I decided to not do a dedicated video on that just because I didn't really feel like I had anything to add, and I felt like enough videos were made on it, so I decided to just kind of like sit it out. But because of their video, it did remind me of this idea when it comes to keeping some things confidential and how important it is. So first of all, let's talk about incorporating family members and or significant others into your channel. All of us start somewhere as far as YouTube goes. And for me, obviously, I started by myself, even though I'm in a relationship, or I was in a relationship when I started, I am now. I made the decision for myself that I was not going to become a couples channel, and even more so, I wasn't going to incorporate my significant other into my vlogs, just because the things that I adore and respect and love, I tend to keep them away from YouTube. YouTube can be a lot, and unless you have a channel, I think that it's kind of hard to really imagine what it's like being on the creator side. But when you have constant speculations being thrown your way, you have people speculating about your mental health, emotional health, physical health consistently. They will try to read your body language. They will wonder why this day you sounded different than this day. Why did you look right instead of look left? Why did she shut out that channel and not this one? Like, there can just be so many different speculations every single day. And because there are certain people in my life that I respect and love so deeply, a decision that I made a long time ago was that I'm going to keep them away from my channel. And am I saying that that is the best way? Absolutely not. But I am going to just re-clarify my stance and kind of why I made that decision, just in case you're coming across this video and you've never been on my channel before. Maybe you clicked because of the Okbaby thing, or maybe you're a new subscriber, but I just want to make it clear that's why I did what I did. And as of right now, that's been working. Will it be that way forever? I have no idea. Will it be that way at least for the near future? I believe so, because it's been working. And I like that separation of YouTube and my personal life. Even though I let you guys into a lot of my personal life, there's a lot that I just keep under lock and key. And that is by design. And I'm not saying that people that do the exact opposite are the worst people ever. Again, just clarify my stance. I understand the allure of wanting to just tell subscribers everything. It's like, I'm an open book. You guys know everything about me. Ask me any question and I'll answer it. And most questions I will answer, but as far as just putting everything out onto the internet, the way that I see it is, even though it's alluring to want to be on that personal level with your subscribers, what it also does is it gives people a wider avenue and a wider net to be able to make speculations when something like this divorce was announced, because they put so much of their relationship out onto the internet. What subscribers did was they looked back at the catalog of content and also just what they know off the tops of their heads by watching this couple for years. And they were able to draw speculations. They were being extremely cruel in the comments. They were placing blame, shifting blame, making all kinds of accusations, speculations. And, you know, again, that's part of putting your stuff out onto YouTube. But I also look at, if you keep some things closer to, if you keep some things or attempt to keep some things a little bit more confidential, then, speculations are speculations. But if you're giving people the content to look back on, speculate, dig, try to reconcile things and figure it out, that's just my personal opinion. More content, there's more ways for people to really feel like they know you, so that then they feel more comfortable to say, Kyra's the worst person ever. So I really hope that makes sense. I just feel like there is such thing as giving people too much. And when I think of the respect that I have for certain aspects of my life, those are just not things that I'm willing to be an open book about. And that's my personal decision, but that's all that I can share is my own decision and why I made it. And again, just to clarify one more time, I'm not saying that what I'm doing is the best thing ever and I'm the smartest person on YouTube. Never am. I do feel like this video is a good opportunity for me to kind of re-clarify myself and just, let anyone know who might be new that this is why a lot of my life is not on YouTube. And I understand, YouTube becomes a part of you, your YouTube channel and your time online. It definitely becomes integrated into who you are. And I feel very close to my my platform and my subscribers. And I'm so fond of the, relationships that I've built and the trust and admiration that some of you guys have in my silly little opinions that I put out there, and that's never missed on me. So I understand the allure of it, but at the same time, when you decide to put your stuff out onto, YouTube or Instagram or wherever, it's also about having that self-control to say, I can be transparent, but there are also certain things that I'm just going to keep to myself. And a great example of this with Okbaby is that a few months ago, Oscar decided to get a vasectomy. And I don't want to talk about this for too long, but this is one of the big topics of discussion and why a lot of people are so angry at Kyra. He had a vasectomy a few months ago. This was a decision that they came to, but from what I understand, she had a heavy involvement in the decision being made. So people are pissed at her. And here's the thing that I will say. I understand that people in a relationship can influence each other to do certain things, but I also realize that these are two adults, and Oscar, as an adult man, is not going to literally go get a medical procedure done only because his wife told him to. And that's my personal opinion. I could be completely wrong, but even if you're influenced, I'm not going to literally go get a full-on medical procedure done because my boyfriend said that it would be a good idea and that's what he wants. Well, you have to have enough wherewithal to also say, that's not what I want to do, so, kick rocks or whatever. When it comes to the timeline of their breakup, 2 weeks ago they put out the video, we broke up. 12 days ago they put out responding to your questions about our breakup. And I want to read some of the comments from the breakup video, the first one. So someone said, she clearly has someone else. You can tell she's in that super happy honeymoon stage. Hopefully Oscar finds someone amazing and you'll see the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Kyra's behavior throughout this is bizarre. Nobody cheated. Something tells me that there was some borderline shadiness. It's pretty clear what kind of person Kyra is. Oscar and the children deserve better. Girl, why are you so happy? Grow up. Kyra needs therapy. So there are quite a few, and I don't really want to highlight a lot of them, but it's because of how much they have shared with their audience over the years and this whole catalog of vlogs that they have, their audience does feel like they really know them. And you can see in some of these comments, these people actually think that they are like, they're therapists and they're the, psychiatrists of YouTube and they know exactly what's going on with this couple. And I am not here to say that anyone is right or wrong, because at the end of the day, I think that usually there is some blame to be placed on both sides. I also look at if couples would start keeping things a little bit, keep it under lock and key, respect each other enough to not blast everything all over the internet. The vasectomy thing is a great example of something that didn't need to be published. If that is something that, they both decided, however the decision came out, if that's something that was decided, it never needed to be content. Not everything needs to be content. Not everything needs to be a vlog. I just always find it so interesting how, depending on how much you let subscribers in, the quicker they are to just diagnose everything, jump to all kinds of conclusions, when something like this that is life-changing is announced. And I think that, if I was a fellow couple channel on YouTube and I was just starting out and I saw this video, it would be a reminder to myself and hopefully my significant other that we don't need to share everything about arguments. We don't need to share things about medical procedures or struggles that we might be going through. There is a way to vlog without just being a complete open book. And if that makes you lose a few subscribers or not gain some that you might have gained otherwise, at least you know that you are respecting each other. You're respecting each other's privacy and you're respecting your relationship by not blasting it all over the, YouTube and stuff. So for me, I am heartbroken to see that this even happened. Like, everything else put aside, it's unfortunate, but the reaction to this, I've seen other YouTube couples break up. The reaction to this was quite different than some other, breakups that I've seen happen on YouTube. When David Dobrik and Liza Koshy broke up, I know people were going like AWOL about that. That was ages ago. But this one was definitely up there as far as just full-on accusations flying left and right and it turning into a toxic mess. I don't feel comfortable speculating on someone else's divorce and why they might be getting divorced, because that's just, not what I'm interested in doing. At the end of the day, I do feel like this is a great example of what oversharing can look like when you overshare and then you have a huge announcement like this that things are changing, we're going our separate ways, but we've overshared with you guys for so long that this isn't just going to be an announcement where people in the comments are let down, but they're sending well wishes and everything like that. I also think that based on the first video that they put out, the original breakup video, I feel like it was a bit early for this to be put onto YouTube. I felt like, you know, they hadn't even really dealt with it themselves, and to put it onto your channel, I felt like it was a little bit premature. But I'm definitely not a whiz when it comes to any of this stuff. Obviously, I'm just sharing all of my opinions regarding the topic as a whole. And, you know, oversharing is a big problem. Not only when you overshare, you not only run into issues like people possibly going real life, finding out where you live, stalking you, harassing you, doxing you, but then there's the other side of it that can, you know, really impact your family, your loved ones, your mental health, and at the end of the day, what is it all for? To gain more subscribers because you're so relatable. You're such an open book that you were able to gain, you know, a couple 100,000 subscribers because you were such an open book. I would rather forego those subscribers and know that my life is not an open book, and I'm okay with that because I'm respecting and loving the people that are in my life right now enough to protect them. So before I babble for too long and, you know, everyone thinks I'm over here on my high horse, I just wanted to share my opinions. I think that this is very interesting. It's intriguing as a watcher of YouTube to kind of see how the public reacts to this news from this couple and the same news from this couple when one overshared and one did a little bit of a better job at not oversharing. I just find it very interesting. So either way, I'm going to let you guys go. So for now, if you like the video, leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.